You quickly realize as you grow up observing all these people and experiencing firsthand that no one knows what they're doing. You realize that no one has life figured out. Not your teacher, not your boss, not your parents, not the grocery shop clerk down the road, not the shop owner that runs a bakery. No one does. They're just going about their life making the best out of their situation at the moment. I think schooling and social pressure puts a heavy burden on everyone, especially younger people, to have life figured out. Or it's the stigma that as you get older, like once you graduate, you should have life figured out. When in reality, that's just not the case. We may think we have life figured out. You know, we can plan 5-10 years down the road and imagine how our life would look like. But in reality, no one knows how it truly will look like to the dot, how things really will play out. Because the most game-changing part about life is the fact that it's uncertain. Everything is uncertain. Life in itself is uncertain. There's so many things that can happen in our lives along that journey that could stray us totally far from where we have imagined. You know, totally deviated from our plans. And the truth is, the further out we try to plan or think ahead, the more uncertain and unknown the outcome is gonna be. I think the whole idea of having life figured out is just BS. Because every day we're doing things that we don't know the results of, the outcomes that we can't control. And if anyone has ever said that they have life figured out, it's either A, they're lying, or B, they have a plan on what they want their future to be. A big realization I had was during COVID time, I was listening to a lot of podcasts. Shout out Lewis House. I was listening to one of his podcasts and I forgot who the speaker was, but I remember the speaker saying something that it was a big realization for me. The speaker said, realize that this is the first time your parents are living this life too. This is their first time navigating a first child, being married, having a family, you know? So cut them some slack. And realizing that everyone, not just you, is living this life and experiencing this life for the first time is somewhat relieving. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to mess up. It's okay to not know where you're headed. You know, everyone goes through this. Everyone has this certain moment or time period in their life, these chapters where it seems dark and foggy, that it feels like you're on a deserted island and you can't see anything around you. When you understand that no one has life figured out and they're just making the best out of their situation to make their tomorrow better, to make their future better, you realize that you're not that far behind and you're actually doing better than you think. And with knowing this, it takes a lot of the pressure that we put on ourselves off our shoulders. Don't compare yourself to others. You're living your life. Make the best out of it. And with that, my friends, that is all I have to say. If this has resonated with you, be sure to leave a like, subscribe down below. And until next time, my friends, take care.